Hey, welcome back. This is Sound Signals. I'm your host, Summer. We help people take back their interest and help them become their own bank. The key to all of this is to pass the knowledge along. Okay, so let's just jump right in. Of course, we have up gold, as always, at first. And as we said, we have our reasons why we believe gold is going to 3K, simply because if you look at the past videos, I've said inflation and so fundamental news, I said inflation, and then for technicals, I said a cup and handle. As you can see, this is the cup, this is the handle, and we have broken out of that so far. You can almost say it's like a double cup almost, because we have one cup here, right? And then we have another cup almost. So you could say that. But so far, we have that breakout. And then we're looking for that retest. And right now we're in that retest area. So let's go down to the lower time frame. And as you can see, it's in that buying zone. It looks great. Unfortunately, I was in this, but I was on vacation, and I was going on vacation, so I had to exit. And once I'm on vacation, I like to be present. I don't like to, be on my phone as much or anything like that. So, and I definitely don't like to trade, because my mind's not there in the moment. So I did buy in here, and I was up, and I just took the profit since I knew I was leaving. And another reason too is because I felt like gold is consolidating. I feel like it's just going to continue to consolidate for a minute before it really finds that support that we want. So until that happens, we're just going to be watching. Of course, it's on our watch list, and it's in our opportunity zone. Hey, if you like to wait for that swing trade, then hey, perfect. But we also like to remember that it is the beginning of the week. So because of that, gold, likes to fluctuate. And then when it finally gets towards the end of the week, it likes to find its footing and then finally take off in the direction that it wants to go to. Okay, so that's basically it for gold. We have our targets here. This here was from our previous target that we said was gonna that it reached, and obviously it did. So we could just move that up to our next one there. And as you can see, that's 21.39. So let's save that for next time. And then, yeah. So next up, Bitcoin. So as you can see for Bitcoin, we are in that W pattern, right? Last time we spoke, the W, oops, sorry about that. Just trying to get that, there it is. Last time we spoke, the W, we were down here. So if you were to watch this video and you're just investing, right? You're not trading, investing. That means you're going to be holding for the long term or the mid to short term, right? This was an optimal opportunity. And that's what we go for. We want the best opportunities in trading, and especially for investing. Okay, so as you can see, that's what happened. Right now, it broke out, and we were just waiting for that retest. So let's go down to the daily so you can see. This was that breakout of that W pattern. Here, we got that retest that we wanted. And I actually had an alert for this, but like I said, I was on vacation. It was so frustrating. See if I can find it really quick. I have a lot of GU. Okay, I absolutely don't know where this XRP. No, this is recent. It was like a couple days ago. GU. I'm looking for BTC. Oh, there it is. So I said a possible retest on the W pattern for Bitcoin, 4,400 seems more likely. Okay, so you can see there, I created that March 27th, and then it was triggered on the 31st. And it actually got a little, what is that? So around 44,100 was the bottom of this retest, which would have been perfect. But like I said, I was on vacation, so I don't like to trade while I'm there. But it's okay. We got that retest, and there's always more opportunities. So basically for Bitcoin, what's next is for this pattern to play out, which will probably be to this resistance here, this first resistance, okay? And I just want to zoom out a little bit so you guys can get the full picture. So the last video we spoke about was price hitting here, right? Okay, and then, or price can hit here because it's the resistance. It hit not once, but twice, okay? Hitting here, then coming back down to form this triangle pattern, okay? So those are some scenarios that can happen. I explained that in the last video. Right now, we're just kind of in this W pattern, trying to finish this pattern out, which I believe it will. And if it does fall, so one of the scenarios, so why did I give you that second scenario where it can give you resistance and then fall back down, right? And finish that triangle formation? Simply because people believe that every time the Bitcoin conference is coming up pretty soon, it dumps, so price dumps, right? So that's why I gave that scenario, because that's very possible. It can, pump because everybody's excited, the news came out, whatever big news they reveal at the conference, and then it dumps. Why does it dump? Well, people who bought here probably say, hey, Bitcoin is not for me, I'm getting out, okay? People said, let me take some profits, it's getting a little bit too overbought, right? So there's many different reasons why people get out, but those are one or two scenarios that can happen, right? So first one, let this W pattern play out, let it hit the resistance, right? People take profit, trading, everything, that sort of stuff. And then maybe the news comes out as well, positive, and then it dumps, right? And then finds another level of support. That's very possible. And the one that we would like to see, of course, is it for they come here, break out, retest, and make a new all-time high. Of course, we would love to see that, but to me, I like the slow gains. So for me, I would like to, hopefully get down in here again, right? Especially because Bitcoin's for the long term. So why not get more lower opportunities, right? Better entries versus price just continue to, steamroll ahead, like, woo. Anyways, okay. So those are the two scenarios for Bitcoin. So far, it's playing out perfectly. Ethereum versus the US dollar. So the same thing for Ethereum, as you can see. We actually need to move this here. So we have that same W pattern. We have that same retest there. You guys can see that. I mean, right to the bone. There it is, came back down, retest, first resistance. Why? To finish that W pattern out. Now, the difference here for Ethereum is that it is a little bit closer to this apex, right? So we can see a bit of a breakout sooner than Bitcoin and then retest. Or it could do the same thing, hit this resistance here, come back down, get closer to that apex, and then finally find a direction that it wants to break out of, okay? So those are the two options I'm seeing. Right now, though, I am on the lower time frame. And as you can see, it hit my first target there already. So I've been following this trend. That's all you do. So now that it has hit this, so I'm going to show you in real time what happens, right? Let's just make this smaller so you can see everything a little bit clearer. So came down into our buying zone, right? Perfect opportunity there. Made a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders, as you can see. Perfect. That's what we want. We want multiple confirmation, confluences, everything. So then all we do next is literally, oh, I locked it. All we do next is move it up and then find that next bottom. And then obviously we'll move our green buying zone here. And then that's what we do. But I'm not going to do it yet, only because we will only get to this point. We would only move our fibs when we start to see price start to come down. So when price starts to come down, that's how we know the top is in. Now we're trying to find that level of support. Okay. Right now it hit our target. Perfect. I'm not going to mess with Ethereum yet, only because, like I said, we have to wait until that price comes down and then we'll start to move it. But as you can see, it hit our target perfectly, and that's for Ethereum. Same scenarios that are going to probably happen for Ethereum. As you can see, waiting for this W pattern just to finish its pattern. That's all we're doing. We're just waiting for it to finish. When it finishes, then we'll try to find some type of another level of support, whether it be a breakout support or whether it be a resistance hit and then support. Either one, right? And then if you're like me on the lower time frames trading those smaller moves, then you will just continue to follow the trend. That's all you're doing. Okay, so XRP. Let's show the candles. Okay, so XRP, as you can see, I've been trading XRP before I was on vacation and very close to the end of my when I was about to leave for vacation. So because it's been treating me well, really well. But anyways, let's go over the scenarios from the previous video. We said it's in this W pattern, price can come up to this resistance, get rejected here, come right back down, and then get closer to this apex, right? Why do I see that scenario playing out more versus this scenario? So this is the other scenario that can happen, is price can come up, break out, retest, and then take off, right? The reason why I see this playing out a little bit more, simply because it does have that SEC case over its head. So it's looming over its head, and that's why the only reason why I see that scenario playing out. Until we get more information or finally the case is over, then we can start, XRP can really have its footing in the game and start to do its own thing. Right now, since it is, the case is there, it's just long drawn out accumulation. Okay. So let's just dive down a little bit deeper because that's where I am at. Okay. So as you can see, I've already, I'm waiting for this trade. So this is a trade that I'm actually going to get in as soon as I can. Well, I shouldn't say as soon as I can. As soon as the play is ready. As soon as the trade is ready for me, okay? That's when I get in. Yes, it's in. So when I seen this, it was in my buying zone for the longest, right? And as you can see, it's right at the tippy top of that buying zone. Our green boxes here is our buying zone. And yes, I can get in. But the reason why I'm not going to is simply because for crypto, there's a certain time that I like to trade crypto at. And it's just, for me, to me, it seems like those are the best times to enter the market. Okay, everybody has their time they want to enter the market. And I don't like to enter when the market just closed, meaning they're switching brokers and everything like that, different time zones, all that plays a part. So there's a certain time that I like to trade, and it's not right now. So yes, technically I can get in, I can wait, you know, and it would probably still be a decent trade, but that's not how I trade. So I have to wait. And what I see is, so let's move this, is that it is in our buying zone. That's perfect. We do see a W pattern. That's great. But since it is early in the day, I have a feeling that price may want to make a triangle, right? And get rejected there and then come back down. That's my feeling. It's not even like it's anything logical or technical. It's just a feeling. So you shouldn't base my opinion or what you do on my feeling. That's just me. Okay. All of this happened when I was on vacation. So if I would have seen this, actually I did see this, but like I said, I just don't trade on when I'm on vacation. So it's just a rule, and it's hard. Sometimes you just want to break your rules. You know, you want to be a little rule breaker. But anyways, I didn't get in, and I seen all of this, and I didn't have my computer. So that's another thing too. I like to see the full picture. So, and unfortunately I didn't bring it, which I should have, but I really didn't. So anyways, enough of that. That's what I see. So let me show you again. It's in this W. That means it's going to continue to the upside. I shouldn't say continue, possibly and probably, right? But since it is early during the day, I just have a feeling that it's going to come back down, get rejected. And this is the zone I'm really looking for. I'm really looking between that 38.2 and 50%. If it's in there, oh, I'm going in, right? Okay. And then let me finish the rest of the trade out for you. So what's going to happen is, of course, if I could possibly get in here, 70% here. We're going to take 70% always take 70% of our trade. Then we're going to let the rest ride. Okay, let the rest, that 30% ride. That's it. And that's XRP for you. So that's a trade that I'm waiting for. And that lines up perfectly. So this 95, the 0.95 basically lines up perfectly with our resistance. You see that there, okay? And that resistance is on the macro view, may hit here, may come back down, right? Just because it has that case, you know, but we could be wrong. It could break out, retest, and then go out, you know? And either way, we'll be ready. Either if it breaks out, we'll get in here. If it breaks down, once it hit resistance and it breaks down, we'll get in here. That's just another opportunity. Okay, these are just opportunities, and we want to make the most of it. I thought we were done. I forgot Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So Ethereum versus Bitcoin, as you know, actually I should say in all these videos for the was it past 3 weeks? When I made the last video, all of Bitcoin was down here. Ethereum versus Bitcoin was down here. Ethereum was down here as well. Oops, sorry. Ethereum was down here as well. And then XRP was down here. Okay, so if you've been watching my videos and you've been agreeing with me, you would have had some great moves. That's all I could tell you. You would have had some great moves. But anyways, so last time we spoke, price was down here. To be even more legit, I could tell you it was like, price was like right about here, right? And then I said, I didn't really see price falling out of here, but guess what? Price fell out of here. What can I do? Nothing, because we set our stop loss. We never set it like right under, right? Because this can happen. You see where that, what if I were to set my stop loss like right there? Look, that would have been hit. So we like to set it a little bit under. just a tad, not extremely like this under or whatever. No, just a little bit under, right? But besides the point, this was a perfect trade. You can see 70% would have been taken here. I got out of this trade. Once again, why did I get out? I was on vacation. Trust me, I would have stayed if I wasn't going on vacation. I would have just followed this all the way through. I need my charger, so I gotta hurry up and end this video soon. So I did see a little bit of this triangle, ascending triangle. Obviously it broke out, so I did want to get in here. Couldn't, but if I was, that's where I would have got in. But so to help my urges, sometimes I do demo, and that helps a lot. So if you have the urge to trade sometimes and you know you shouldn't, or just see how your rules are set up, demo really helps, kind of puts you at rest a little bit. So sometimes I just let the demo ride because it's just a demo, right? It's not real. But like I said, this played out perfectly. 70% would have been taken here. I would let the rest ride, especially because it is close to this apex. If it did, get rejected here and wanted to come back down, obviously we would still be in the green, but it depends where you move your stop loss. So if you bought down here and you finally made it here, right? You took your 70%, then you move your stop loss into profit. Depends on where you moved your stop loss. Somewhere here, right? And if you moved it, it's okay because you still made profit, and now you have another opportunity to get in somewhere. Okay, so that's it for Ethereum versus Bitcoin. That's it for all of our cryptos today. I hope you enjoyed this market update here a bit on my charts. Like I said, nothing has changed, obviously. I mean, well, a lot has changed, but all my lines, elements on my chart have not changed. So hope you enjoyed it. I hope we can get into that XRP trade. This is not financial advice. This is just for educational purposes only. So that's it for me, and I hope you guys have a good one. All right, bye.